And joining us tonight for some more insight is Bernadette Hogan, who has been covering this story for months for the New York Post. Bernadette, thanks for joining us.
Now, Bernadette, let me ask you, you are, of course, very connected with an awful lot of what is going on in Albany. You're right there. What is the sense that you get of a timeline for what happens next?
Right. So that's the big question. Everybody's been asking that. What happens next after this massive report that we've been waiting for nearly 6 months to conclude? The Assembly Judiciary Committee have to decide whether or not they're going to go forward with drawing up articles of impeachment. And thus far, between yesterday and today, we have an overwhelming amount of Democrats in the chamber and outside of this specific panel handling impeachment saying that they support going forward. And that's a big shift, because the past couple months we have seen members saying, listen, we want the report from the Attorney General's office to come out because we want to have all the facts and then be able to go forward and make a good decision. So judging from speaking with members in the room, what they're discussing, articles of impeachment, it might take a little bit of time to draw up. It could take several weeks. It's not something that's going to happen today or tomorrow, because talking to sources, leadership, they want to make sure they have all the facts and everything right.
And Bernadette, we've seen a pretty stunning loss of support for the governor over the last day, including some major state unions, and the head of the state Democratic Party called for his resignation. How significant would you say those voices are for him?
Extremely significant. As you said, the head of the state Democratic Party, Jay Jacobs, spent a lot of time today on the phone with the governor. I spoke with him a little while ago, and he said he talked to the governor, and he didn't want to disclose too much of their conversation, but he said that he made the decision to call for his resignation after these findings came out. And as you said, the unions, these major unions, AFL-CIO, 32BJ, the Transit Workers Union, representing all sectors of the state and industries. And this has been a bastion of support that the governor has been able to count on for years and years. And now, of course, he's in his third term, but for re-election. And so what also does that look like if he does decide to go into a fourth term? But these are very powerful people representing a multitude of individuals in the state. And losing that support is a very big blow to the governor.
It is a stunning drop, considering he had an approval rating up over 80% just a little over a year ago at the height of the pandemic. So still a lot more to come. Bernadette Hogan from the New York Post, we appreciate all your insight and sharing all that information from your sources today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.